So I guess you're wondering, what's the big secret, right? What's the secret rule that can change everything? This ancient modern secret that sages, shaman, and holy men for millennia have been trying to teach us. That the ancient wisdom, scriptures, and esoteric writings of most cultures have taught for millennia. It's not really a secret, but I think there's more to it than most people think. I'm going to reveal it to you right off the bat here. It's the golden rule, my friends. But wait a minute, there's more to it than you might think. We all know the part about treat others as you would want to be treated. As I've said, there's more to it than that. So, what does the golden rule really mean? How about if someone's mean to you, or God forbid they harm you? Most of us would return that kind of behavior in kind or retaliate in some way. That is an eye for an eye. The law is fulfilled either way, good or bad. It's sometimes called the law of reciprocation, or we probably know it as what goes around comes around, right? So let's say somebody is mean to you or they even harm you, and then you retaliate back. So the law says that you're going to get back what you put out. What goes around comes around. So the golden rule is really, in my opinion, meant to break this cycle. It's the only way to have the world of peace and goodwill to all that sages, shaman, holy men have been trying to get through our thick skulls. That, my friends, is the spirit of the golden rule. So the key to breaking this cycle is, if somebody lashes out at you, is to return kindness, forgiveness, non-judgment. No one likes to be treated unkindly. Even the worst criminal doesn't want to be treated unkindly, yet they wonder why they get treated the way they do. So why is this important? This is important because the universe is like a giant mirror. It's reflecting your thoughts and beliefs back to you. And this is what creates your reality. It's like a giant canvas, my friends, that you're painting your life onto. And you're either doing this passively or without conscious direction, or you're doing it consciously, knowing what will be reflected back to you and creating the life that you desire. I go into more detail on this in another video about reality. Go ahead and look that up and take a look at it, and it'll give you a lot more details about how we create our own reality. If we return evil for evil, that's an eye for an eye, my friends. But if we return good for evil, we're breaking that cycle. Think about this, my friends. What is humanity's legacy? It's been wars and rumors of wars. It's been a bloody legacy for millennia. And as I have said, sages, shaman, and holy men have been trying to teach us how to break this cycle for a millennium. Can you see now how this really can change everything? It can really change your life, and ultimately, it can change the world. Unfortunately, a lot of people give the golden rule lip service. Yeah, treat others like you'd want to be treated. Yeah, that's a good thing, yeah. But they don't really do it. Our natural reaction is when somebody lashes out at us is to lash back. And I'm no better than anybody else. I've done the same thing. But if you take conscious control of your mind, become mindful of your thoughts and beliefs, and break that cycle, and instead of lashing back, step back, maybe become the third-party observer, so to speak, and remember what's going on in other people's lives. We don't know. People lash out at you. It's not about you. It's about them. As I said, you don't know what's going on in their life. So if you take a step back and return kindness and forgiveness to them, this can change them instantly. I have done this before, my friends. I've had people lash out at me, and I might say something like, "Hey, I don't know what's going on in your life. I'm really sorry. I've been there, but I hope it gets better soon." And I've had people turn around and apologize to me and say, "Yeah, you're right. I have some stuff going on, and I'm sorry." There's a scripture that speaks to this too. Actually, there's several scriptures that speak to this. but a kind word turns away wrath. I have found this to be true in my own life many times. Not only myself giving somebody a kind word when they lash out at me, but somebody giving me a kind word when I've lashed out at them. It immediately convicts me in my heart. I know that I did wrong. And it changes everything. It really does, instantly. If we can make this our habit, this really can change the world. And how do you change the world? By changing yourself, of course. Treat others as you would like to be treated has kind of just become a cliche in our culture. But it needs to become our habit. It needs to become our way of life, my friends. As I've said, be mindful of your thoughts. And here's a key to help you do this, is when you start this journey to really put your attention on breaking the cycle, you may fail often at first, but you have to persevere and keep going. The key is don't beat yourself up when you fail. Just pick yourself back up and move on and keep doing it. And you'll get better until it becomes your habit. Put yourself in the other person's place. Like I've mentioned, you don't know what's going on in other people's lives. So put yourself in their place, and I'm sure you can remember a time where you lashed out at somebody and it really wasn't about them, it was about you and what was going on in your life. And they just happened to get in the line of the fire that day. Returning kindness to somebody who lashes out at you, it can really take the wind right out of their sails. And you may have experienced this before. It's worth it. I know that it has taken the wind out of my sails when I've lashed out at somebody and they instead return kindness or forgiveness, non-judgmentalness, and so on. Make that your habit instead of telling somebody to F off when they tell you to F off. Are you ready to change everything, to change your life, and do your part to help change the world? We really can have that world of peace and goodwill towards all if a large portion of us will do this. Isn't it time to make the golden rule go viral in our lives and in our society, in our cultures, and in our world? I think so, my friends. I think so. All right. You have a great day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world watching this. And I'll catch you on the next one, my friends.